No, I refuse to lose Mbop, and I refuse to lose Mhop.
Hop.
We didn't record a segment where I brought up the Hanson song Mbop, and Eric didn't pay attention. My girlfriend got mad at me in the background because I forgot for a second that Hanson sang it, and then I was informed that there's a fucking Hanson beer called
Hop. Hop, sir.
And we fucking need it in our lives, and I'm upset that it's not available in like all major retailers.
It should be.
It should be. Hop is so fucking genius, bro.
That is pretty fucking genius.
Motherfucking PS3 games, we are back with another episode. This is the Podboyz Advanced Podcast. It's a weekly discussion where we go over the latest in gaming and throw in a little bit of whatever else we want to talk about. My name is Oscar. I'm joined as always by my co-host and best friend.
Probably saying that horribly.
Hey,
What's up,
Eric? Hey, Eric. I'm joined by Eric.
By Eric. Yeah. What's good, dude?
What's up, man? How you doing this week?
I'm doing all right. Hanging in there. It's been a long work week for me, actually.
Nice. It's been a long non-work week for me. I'm like hanging on for dear life too, but we'll make it through.
Yeah, man.
What are you ending your week off with? What cold one you cracking this week, my guy?
Well,
to relax after a long, stressful week of work.
My cold one is, so I picked this up because I was like, "Ooh, it's from that brewery again. It's from Phantom Ales again."
Oh, with the one with
the one with the
creepy phantom on it. Yes.
Yeah, the ones that made the mead, which was delicious and fucked me up. Anyways, they have this hazy double IPA, and I just picked it up and did not realize that I was, signing a death wish.
Oh no.
It literally has like a demon,
like a skeletal
fairy skeletal, like
a demon riding a skeletal horse type of thing.
It's more like a ghost riding a demon skeletal horse.
Yeah, it's pretty intense looking.
It's honestly really freaking cool, actually. But yeah, man, I'm getting into this. It says it's a Juice Jockey Hazy Double IPA.
Juice Jockey.
It said is loaded with Citra and Strata hops. This hazy IPA conjures massive aromas of guava, pineapple, and other tropical fruits.
All right.
Oh, look, it says the Phantom is a symbol of righteous craft brewing. Phantom Ales is a brewer's brewery offering an oasis for home brewers far and wide. Whether you are a hophead, basement brewer, monster masher, or fearless fermenter, we thank you.
Nice.
Cool, what do you got?
Cool. I've got something interesting. I've got a berry blonde ale called Flamingo Dreams Nitro.
Okay, that looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's got a cool little flamingo on there. And it is a blonde ale with raspberries and black currants added. Super smooth and refreshing. Subtle zing from berry notes with a striking pink color. So if I were to pour this into a glass, it would be a bright pink beer.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so we'll see how this do.
All right, man. Well, let's
do this.
Crack these open here.
That one didn't sound good.
That sounded like it was about to.
Yeah, it sounded
destroy you. All right,
I'm a little scared.
This IPA smells like juice.
This one also kind of smells pretty.
Cheers,
juicy.
Man.
I'm a little scared to sip this after I was burnt, literally, like no pun intended, burnt last week with that fucking Ducks beer.
Oh my god.
Oh, these guys weren't lying.
Can you taste the fruits in that one?
Yeah,
it sounds fruity.
Yeah, but what they like the bold font up here says super smooth and refreshing, and that is literally like the smoothest sip of beer I've ever had in my life.
Nice.
It is very smooth, and like I don't know how to quantify that in like descriptive words, but other than it's very smooth.
Like, would you play Santana Smooth as you're drinking it?
And it's just like the ocean under the moon. Yeah. Remember the Pop Goes Punk cover of that?
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was gonna say unfortunately.
So yeah, dude, this is probably one of the best hazies I've ever had.
Two all-time greats on this episode. This is good beer episode.
Like, you know how IPAs sometimes like are like not refreshing?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, they're like sticky, like yeah, they make you
more thirsty. In a way.
Yeah,
they're heavy. Well, this is like I can like this is really smooth. This is
What's
the smoothest
on
IPA.
That, hit me one more again with that percentage.
8.7.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah. What about yours?
Mine's not that bad.
Like a 4? 5?
4.7.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm chilling tonight.
Chilling.
So you pretty good beer, Eric?
What's that?
Pretty good beer?
I think, yeah, dude. It's
but would
really
you
good,
tell
actually.
it to give it your heart, make it real, or else forget about
it. Yes.
I fucking love Santana, bro. Don't fucking get me started on Santana right now.
Oh man.
What you been playing, dog?
Let's see. I have been playing. Dude, I actually played the new Mario Party.
Oh, you know what? I bought that and still have not ever put it in my Switch once because I keep leaving it at Cal's house.
Yeah, so we had like a little family game night a little while back, and we played Mario Party.
Mario Party Superstars.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think?
It was fun.
Some throwback levels up in there.
Yeah, no, for real, dude. Like we played the space level from N64.
Oh god.
Mario Party 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we played that. And we also I think that's all we played. And then we also played some mini games too.
Nice.
But like aside from like the mini games on the board game, like because it has an option to like just play the mini games. Yeah. So we did that for a little bit too. And played some Destiny, trying to finish up anything I gotta finish before the new DLC drops next month.
Some good old Destinos.
Some good old Destinos. I also got into that new Yu-Gi-Oh game for a bit.
Oh yeah.
Which we'll talk about a little
later. But yeah.
You
have fun with that?
Actually, yeah.
All right,
I'm good. I
got
a
story to tell about that one, but
yeah, and I have a lot to say about this one because as a Yu-Gi-Oh player,
Yu-Gi-Oh stan, yes,
a Yu-Gi-Oh stan, yeah, I think this is like it's exactly what the franchise needed for their video games. I think.
Okay, all right,
yeah, and we'll get into it. We'll get into it. But honestly, that's pretty much all I've been playing. I've had a long work week. I stayed late a few days, so
including tonight. Got late.
Yeah, I'm usually out of work around like 4, so I like get home around 5.
Damn, that was gnarly today then.
Yeah, well, I got out pretty late, and then by the time I got home it was like 6 o'clock, and then had to go somewhere else for a bit to the store, and then by the time I got home it was like 7.
Yeah, brutal.
So yeah, it's been long. It's crazy, dude. It's just been me and one other guy
for the whole school.
Well, there's like a small outbreak on campus.
Oh shit. Yeah, that'll happen.
So everything moved back to like work from home and online for a bit. Till the end of the month, so it's just been me and my coworker, man in the fort.
Dang.
Yeah, been crazy.
Been rough.
It has been, dude, but it's been good. It's been good.
Nice.
Can't complain. Can't complain when I'm just answering phones and sitting at a desk.
That's true. Promotion life.
Exactly. But yeah, dude, what about you? What are you getting into?
I've been getting into a bit more eastward on the Switch. I actually did get a bit more hooked by that, so I kept pushing forward. I did get out of the weird story area I was in to now get put in a different story area, but there's been enough gameplay.
There's been gameplay
and combat to satisfy me.
All right.
So it's still a good balance there. And the other thing I've been devoting my time heavily into this week, because I made it a point that I wanted to finish it, and I did. I finished Horizon Zero Dawn.
You finished it?
Yes, sir.
You were all the way?
I went all the fucking way. I beat the last boss like in one try. Like, well, I was pretty OP at that point though, because I actually went through the hassle of getting all the power cores to get that crazy
That's the best armor. That's the best. I did that too. Yeah.
I never even lost that extra life bar it gives you, bro. Like,
oh dude, that armor,
so OP.
That armor with the shield is so great.
I love that thing. It gives you like this cool RGB effect at all times. Like, it's sick, bro. That game is fucking dope, man.
Like, yeah, I'm glad you finally got to experience it.
Yeah, we can finally actually talk about it like in detail.
I know
now, man. Like, but I
thought it was the mind. It was like you're right.
Like, I can actually join in on a conversation that's been going on since 2017 that you can't join yet, because I think Breath of the Wild and Horizon dropped within like a month of each other, so they got like compared neck to neck, like heavily, like always. So and everyone's always like, which one's the better game? Blah 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 blah. But you know, Zelda ended up taking Game of the Year that year and all that stuff. But yeah.
But
I like it better than Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
I like it better than Breath of the Wild. I've always said that Breath of the Wild isn't my favorite Zelda by far. Like, it's a great game, and I loved it to death, and I put hundreds of hours into it, but not my favorite Zelda. I think I always stand by my need for dungeons and shit. So I like this one better.
It's a great game.
The only my only like big gripe with this with Horizon Zero Dawn is the melee combat never feels as satisfying as you want it to. It never really fully gets there.
So I feel like the melee combat is what they're trying to address in the new game. Because
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
because like I feel there's not very many options that you have for the melee combat, and honestly, once you get to like the bigger boss battles with the bigger machines, like at that point, like it's so once you can knock them down using like certain things to get close, and you do melee attacks. But honestly, like most of the game, your best option is to go through your arrows and your casters and use that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I actually like kind of like forced a lot of melee combat because that's just my play style. So I learned to get good at it and how to like. There's a lot of wind up and a lot of slow animations when it comes to it, and you get locked into them, and so you got to know, like, you got to learn the enemy type to know how to melee.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta know specifically how that enemy is gonna move and attack you, so you know how to melee that enemy. So it adds an extra layer in that sense. But
yeah, you're right about that for real. Yeah,
like I would go like up in their faces to like the biggest I would get up in their face in melee is like the sawtooth, which is pretty big, still pretty big.
I would consider those like medium size.
Yeah, so still pretty big, but those like you would knock them down with a heavy, and then it lets you do like a critical while they're down.
Right.
So that's how they make up for it in a sense. Like those do big damage. So if you can chain those together, that's what I ended up getting good at mostly, is like knock down and critical strike them.
I used to use the melee a lot on the what are the alligator ones?
Oh, the snap maws.
The snap maws, because they jump at you, right?
Yes.
And so you jump out of the way, and then they're kind of like trying to get back up, and so that's when you like you
Melee
dodge
the
them, and
crap
then
out
you
of 'em.
use the melee, and then
Yeah,
you
those
kind
guys,
of
those
get
guys
some
are easy as
distance.
hell though. Those guys just pop like 3 fire arrows in them, and they're like,
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, dude, I'm glad you finally finished it. The story, I think, is it like leaves so much to be like answered,
but
and
at the same time, it's just like, how many times are we gonna have this story? And people out here in the real world are still making these fucking robots and AIs, bro. Like every now and then, I don't look into that shit as much as I like, because I don't want to fucking know. But like every now and then it'll come across my feed. I'll see those fucking terrifying like Boston Dynamics robots or whatever, the ones that like they have dancing and doing all this weird shit
yeah,
now.
yeah.
And like I get so fucking upset, bro. Like,
You know what
have
I
we
saw?
learned nothing from popular media?
I saw there's this video going around about these robot dogs, and the first thing I thought was like Metal Gear 4.
Yep.
That's like the first thing I thought. I was like, Metal Gear.
They look
exactly like them. Yes, it's terrifying.
Yeah, so no. So I'm not excited for the future of our real world. Like I wasn't to begin with, because you know how shit is with climate change and all that, but also we're gonna fucking die from robots, man.
The Terminator is correct. If
Terminator's
it's, you know,
coming.
if one of two things is gonna happen, man. We're either gonna get destroyed by AI and robots and the Terminator is real, or we're all gonna get sucked into the metaverse by these AI and the Matrix is real. Like
no other option. One of two possibilities.
And the crazy thing is they both involve AI.
They both involve AI. Stop fucking with AI. Oh, computers are so good already. We're fine. Call it. Just call it here. We're good, dog.
Oh, I agree, man. It's getting wild out there.
Bro, that motherfucker. I'm gonna cut this starting here on site, and that's where we're bringing the podcast back with no context. Just know, people, it's on site.
On site.
Just But yeah, that's pretty much.
Bling's got that. He's gonna hit you with the.
When you hear it coming, you'll hear it.
That.
We can't get into bling bling on the podcast.
Oh no, bling bling.
But yeah, it's actually pretty much just. I think that's all I've played this week, because like I like put on my like big boy pants and like buckled down and like got through Horizon. You know, I mean, I did a lot of extra shit too. So
that game can be pretty. It's long.
It's tough too. It can get tough.
It is tough. Yeah.
Fucking cauldrons are no joke, bro.
Oh, well, you'd finished the main story, right? You still haven't gone out to the Frozen Wilds?
No, I have not done the DLC yet. No.
I see. That whole story gets wild in its own too.
You recommend the DLC? Should I hop into that?
It's not long.
All right.
Compared to the rest of the game, it's not long.
Cool. Maybe I'll finish it then.
Yeah. It does add a big chunk of land though.
Yeah, you can see it on the map. It's grayed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much been my week, man. So we can start getting into some of these topics right quick. All right, we're gonna go a little bit out of order from the list I sent you, because I really fucked this thing up when I sent it to you. But the first thing we're starting with is actually Ghostwire Tokyo gets a release date set for this March. It was actually kind of a leak, I believe. Ghostwire Tokyo now has a release after it was spotted on the PlayStation Store, but it was taken down. It should be releasing on March 24th, 2022. It should be noted that neither developer Tango Gameworks nor publisher Bethesda have confirmed the release date yet, but it would make sense as it was expected to be releasing in early 2022 anyway, in Q1, I believe. So anyone looking forward to Ghostwire Tokyo? Not too far off.
You know, this. At first, I was like, I don't know about this like weird, like kind of scary game. But then once I saw some of the gameplay and how it actually looks really cool.
Magic, bro.
It actually looks really cool.
It's a Ninja Magic like horror game, which I'm not. I'll take some horror if I get to blast you with like key blasts and shit. You know, like I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm better with magic than I am with guns, so I think I'll be able to dive into this one confidently.
Nice.
But yeah, you thinking of picking this one up, man?
I think I might try this one out. Even though I'm not big on the horror, I think this one's bright enough and like flashy enough to where I think I might be able to get through it.
You gonna grab it at launch, you think, or you think you're gonna wait for it to go on sale?
I'm not sure. I think we'll see.
Depends what's cracking around that time.
Yeah, because honestly, there's so many games coming out in February and like late January.
Yeah, how about fucking a week from today, boy? Game of the year. Goaty.
What, Arceus?
Yeah, I'm already calling it, bro.
You call it
Game
already?
of the fucking year. Yeah.
All right.
I dare anything to top that for me. Like I've been like begging for any different Pokemon experience my whole life, even if it's just a tiny bit different, is enough to send it over the top for me. So like it's gonna be hard to take that spot for me this year.
You're gonna be playing that all year.
Yes, sirree.
But yeah, so do you think you're gonna cop on launch, or you're gonna wait a bit too?
Ghostwire, I don't know. I think I might wait for a sale.
Might wait a bit.
I
see.
Those $70 still don't fucking fully agree with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what Sony has been doing though? They've been freaking sly. They've been like, oh yeah, you can pay the $70 or you can pre-order it on PlayStation Plus and get a discount.
I see, but you know I'm a physical man.
I know. So you're kind of married to that. The price.
Well, no, but that's the thing though. That's why I'm not copying it at launch, because this has happened how many times now where like a big PS5 or Series X title drops and literally you pay the $70 for it and 2-3 weeks later it's already on discount.
Scarlet Nexus.
Everything,
that happened to us with that, which I'm not complaining about it because I love that game.
This isn't on our list. This isn't on our list, but that reminds me. New Game Pass games got added this week, and
it's Scarlet Nexus is on there.
No, well, Scarlet Nexus was added before. No, but fucking Death's Door got added this fucking week, and I just spent $20 on that. I'm so fucking pissed, bro.
Damn.
I burned a gift card for nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, so I don't know. I might wait on Ghostwire Tokyo, give it 2 weeks, and wait for it to drop to 50, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on from that, Eric. We talked last week kind of at length about a patent that Sony filed.
That's right.
About some weird kernel blah 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 blah, blah manipulation, slipstream, fucking cross the stream beams shit to pull off some kind of backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden this week, Eric, PlayStation 3 games have started appearing on the PlayStation 5 store.
Yeah.
With prices.
Yeah.
Normally, according to this article and to other people, including this tweet here, it says, not to panic anyone, but a PS3 game shouldn't have a price when viewed on the PS5. Unless. So, there you go, man. It looks like there might be some credibility to the rumors that PS3 is included in that backwards compatibility patent. So if that happens, that's basically gonna like it's gonna basically do the impossible, which was everyone had already ruled out that it was impossible to do backwards compatibility specifically for PS3 because it's such a weird system to develop for, you know what I mean? But the cell architecture, I think it's the cell architecture or some weird shit that it just got running, but I don't know, man. Looking like they pulled it off somehow. Mark Cerny doing some technomancer shit.
We knew this was gonna happen. We talked about it, right?
Like when they first announced there was no backwards compatibility.
Yeah. We talked about this. We knew it was gonna happen.
We said they'd figure it out eventually.
And I'm all for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all supposed to go hand in hand and tie into that like Spartacus thing they're supposed to be revealing and unveiling soon. It's gonna like change up all the tiers for PS Plus and all that, you know. So I guess we'll see when that fully gets revealed, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I think I might be upping my plus subscription if they include cool shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If they do, I probably would too. I'm already paying. I've like top tier for it. You know.
And like I said, like we talked about this, like I don't mind paying so much for the PS Plus because they give away some fucking good ass games on that shit, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's not like bullshit games that they're dropping on there. So
I agree.
like I think it's like if you're playing online, especially obviously you need it to play online, but even just for the free games you get to redeem every month, it's definitely
I agree. I have heard some like arguments that basically the main argument that people make about the PS Plus games is that, oh yeah, you're gonna play this game for like a week. You're gonna like this game is like it's just a short PS Plus game where Xbox is releasing all these games that you can play for a very long time. And it's just like, dude, like there's still
and the thing is
free
like
games though. They're really good.
and the difference is too is like one they're not always short games. Like I said, they release full on like AAA releases on there a lot of the times. Second of all, PlayStation Plus, you click add to library and you have that game forever. You can
don't even have to
download
it right away.
Yeah, you can just add it to your library and you have that game forever. Game Pass games rotate off of there. Like, who's to say the game that you put hundreds of hours in, like maybe they had I don't even think they have it anymore. I think they had The Witcher for a while. Say for example, The Witcher 3, you say you dumped a bunch of hours into it, didn't get to finish, and then got taken off of
now
Game
it's
Pass.
Gone.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's the downside to Game Pass is that it's not like you're permanently adding games to your library.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And you're right. Like I have games that all the games that I had on PS4 from my PS Plus subscription I still can download them and play them. Like
you have those forever in your digital library unless they shut those servers down, which I'm sure they can. But I mean,
I don't think they will because the thing about these PS Plus games too is like you got to think like a lot of these games are free, but also like every game now has add-ons that you pay for. Every game now has some kind of like DLC or like this like cosmetic that you can buy. You know, I feel like every single game out there has that now. So people are making money out of these free games too. So
100%. But yeah, I mean, it would be cool if they do come with some sort of fully complete package, including retro games and everything when it comes to Spartacus. But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
I guess so, man.
Alrighty. And before we move into the ginormous bombshell news of the week that we had a couple days ago, we can talk about what we foreshadowed a bit earlier. And that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, available now, I believe, on pretty much all platforms, right? Yeah, PS5, Series X, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, and Steam. It's redundant, but yeah.
Switch, PC, and Steam.
You've actually played this, correct?
Yes, I actually did play it. I played it for a good minute. So if you play it, okay, let me just tell you this. This game is free to play.
Okay.
Right? So it being free to play, you can expect there to be a lot of microtransactions. And that is the main way of obtaining cards in this game.
So you just straight up buy boosters like if you were buying them IRL?
Yes, correct. So you buy gems and then you can spend the gems on these booster packs. So it's like in-game currency that you can spend. However, this game is cross-save on all platforms with a Konami ID. So if you have a Konami ID set up,
Konami doing cross-save?
Konami's always done cross-save, like with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So I went from an Android phone. Because I spent like a little bit of money like buying cards on Duel Links. I still play every now and then, you know. So like I would buy like the starter pack, like the starter decks, and like you can make like a deck out of that. And you can so even for moving, so I had an Android and then I moved to iPhone. Like you can go back and forth between iPhone, and so iOS, Android, and PC because the game's on PC as well. So you can go like cross save through that. So they use that same system of the Konami ID in this game. So you can get this phone on mobile. You can get this phone on your Switch. You can get this phone. I mean, sorry, game. Sorry, dude. This beer is a little.
Konami's giving out free phones, y'all.
Konamiphone. You can get this game on any platform you want and still retain all your cards, and you don't have to lose them. And I downloaded it on PS5, and just for having PS Plus subscription, you get gems, like in a pack or whatever. You get gems and free cards just for having the PS Plus.
Nice.
And get this, the gems that they give you, you can spend, which is what I did. You can spend it on their, because they have a whole battle pass system to get more gems.
Mm-hmm.
You can spend it on the battle pass because they give you 1,000 gems. So you spend it on the battle pass. You get a free battle pass, and then you start playing the game. And just as you're playing, you're accumulating like your score on the battle pass, and you get those gems back plus more. So like I think I started with 1,000 gems. I bought a few packs, and then I started playing the game. And then I bought the battle pass, started playing the game, was playing the single player mode, which is super awesome. They're actually, for the first time that I can remember in a Yu-Gi-Oh game, they're going into the lore of the card archetypes themselves.
Oh, what?
So in the game, the story that you play and the decks that you play, it's telling the story of the deck that you're playing.
That's freaking dope.
Instead of like, because honestly, like the whole story of like, oh, here's Yugi, here's this other main character, here's these villains. Like, I feel like that's so played out.
Mm-hmm.
But they focused this game particularly on the actual like stories behind the cards.
That's actually, I had no idea this was happening.
So
that's
like
super interesting.
So like the first two
making me want to download it right now.
So the first two like solo, it's not super flashy, and it's just like you read like it's telling you the story and you read it or whatever.
I mean, that's still fine.
But it's story, lore, it's lore. Yeah, it's lore behind the cards, which is something we don't actually have in or haven't gotten in a Yu-Gi-Oh game ever, I don't think, or not for a long time probably. But I don't know, dude. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. Like I said, I started with 1,000 gems just by playing the game, just by playing the free-to-play stuff. I got like 4,000 gems plus the 1,000. So I've made like 5,000 gems, and I've been able to buy the cards, like the packs, to try and get the cards that I wanted. So I think this is a good direction. Plus the game looks fun. It looks good for what it is, being a free-to-play game. It looks good. The mechanics are fine. Like, it's pretty cool, dude.
Nice, man. See, this was such a surprise drop, such a shadow drop announcement that I was informed of it. Like, my cousins are still staying here with me, and I swear to you, I woke up. Well, no, actually, I was already up. They woke up one day because they wake up way after me, and I was walking by, and my cousin goes, "There's a new Yu-Gi-Oh game on the Switch." I was like, "No, there isn't." He's just like, "Yeah, there is." I was like, "There's a Yu-Gi-Oh game on the Switch." I was like, "Yeah, it's Legacy of the Duelist. Like, I have it. It's on everything. It's on PlayStation. I have it on PlayStation." And he's like, "Oh, okay." So later,
didn't even question it.
No, he's like, "All right." And then later, we just booted it up on my PlayStation because they wanted to play a Yu-Gi-Oh game. So I was like, "Oh, I already have it. There you go." So I like legit had no idea like that Master Duel actually dropped. Like,
yeah, I think Konami's trying to make this like the de facto online Yu-Gi-Oh experience, like the official online Yu-Gi-Oh experience, because that doesn't exist right now.
Yeah.
Like people use YGO Pro and they use Dueling Book, but that's not like licensed by Konami and all that.
Yeah, so this is like gonna be like the TCGO that Pokemon does, but
Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, exactly. And it's everywhere. So I think it's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Konami actually doing something good for once, huh?
For real, dude.
That's
Like,
crazy. That's the biggest takeaway from this, honestly.
yeah,
Konami
and
pulling their head out of their ass about a
like
fraction of a centimeter.
there's an actual like there's gonna be like a competitive play. You can go on there and play against other people who have like like their decks built and everything. It's a really cool like game, dude, as far as Yu-Gi-Oh games
And this
go.
is available
So
everywhere, you said?
it's available everywhere.
So it's not exclusive to Konamiphone.
It my Konamiphone, guys.
Yeah, Konami
Make sure you guys get your Konamiphone.
Not an ad.
Konamiphone.
Konamiphone. That's great. I hate you. But
yeah,
let's move on. It's time.
Yeah.
Something happened this week, Eric. Something pretty big.
Oh yeah.
Getting a bit of deja vu here.
Oh yeah.
Because we've seen a very similar banner to the one at the top of this Game Informer article here.
Tell me about it.
This banner reads Xbox plus Activision-Blizzard /King. And it's got a banner showcasing some big IPs, including Overwatch, Diablo, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Candy Crush, and StarCraft. That's right, Eric. Microsoft fucking bought COD, bro. Microsoft and Xbox are set to acquire Activision-Blizzard in a cash buyout of, I believe, $68.7 billion with a B, billion dollars.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What do you think? Like initial, just off the top of your head, initial impressions. What did you think when you heard this?
I think that this is good because hopefully they can clean house and get rid of all of these fucking douchebag trash people.
Oh, so we're bringing that up first, huh?
Yes, I am, because that's the headline, right?
Yes, but you're jumping ahead a bit. I was just trying to talk about like the actual games and what it means for that first. But if you want to jump straight to the nitty gritty,
no, I think we have to. If we're talking about like this is
jump to the tweet by Jason Schreier, Eric, because after a couple of days after this was announced, Activision and Bobby Kotick tried to take some sort of victory lap online, trying to claim that this was happening like for all these different reasons, but absolutely not because of the allegations and the scandals, that's not why this was happening, and that blah 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 blah. Like absolutely not. So Jason Schreier, Jason Schreier, the journalist, who's actually pretty spicy, gets into it with a lot of people.
Yeah.
He doesn't ever shy away from causing and stirring the pot. He straight up dropped on Twitter, Bobby Kotick declaring victory, wants the world to believe that the Microsoft acquisition had absolutely nothing to do with the Activision sexual harassment scandal. And this week's newsletter, read more. And his headline is Activision CEO tries to take a victory lap. So he's not fucking having it.
This Jesus fucking guy, Christ, dude.
Man. So like, apart from the fact that this is the part of the deal that bugs me. Like, yes, looking forward, maybe this means they can clean that company up from the inside out, clean house, rebuild, and get these teams back going on dope projects with a healthy work environment first and foremost and everything like that. But this is still a $69 billion scot-free way out for Kotick and all these fucking scumbags.
That's true.
Like, yeah, they're gone and they're leaving, but they're leaving with their pockets fucking bursting, bro.
That's true. I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah, and like my cousin was like joking with me about it too, because we were talking about it all week, and he's just like, you should have bought Activision stock, bro. It shot up. And I was just like, yeah, but until mid next year when this deal finalizes, from here to then, any money I were to give that company is still going directly into fucking Bobby Kotick's pocket.
Exactly. So fuck that guy.
Yeah, so fuck that. So no, I'm not going to buy stock, and I'm still not going to support anything just right off of the bat. Like, Microsoft still has to go in there and do some work. Like, I'm not, just because they're under a new umbrella doesn't mean that these people get off scot-free. You know what I mean? Like, I doubt that every single person that's involved in any of this is leaving. I can guarantee you there are some that are still flying under the radar and doing other weird shit. You know what I mean? So
that's true. That's true. But what I'm hoping for is even if those people stay and they're still working there for a minute, like I'm hoping that Microsoft, since they're technically going to be managing this company, they're such a big company that they can't deal with scandals like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they deal with a scandal like this, like it'd be like if we found out that if we found out that Phil Spencer was pulling some kind of crazy shit like this fucker, like it would be over for Xbox. You know what I mean? Like people will just like totally boycott them. And like my hope is that because of that, that they will, if any of this stuff starts surfacing again, they will immediately be like, you know, just like nip it and be like, nope, like we ain't gonna deal with this, you know.
You're out.
They're bringing down the ban hammer, you know.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's what I'm hoping for, and in that sense, I think it's good.
The other thing that this ended up stirring up this week is rest in peace, Sony. Sony's dying, Eric. No more PlayStation. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna play without COD?
Nobody plays COD.
I mean, the sales would beg to differ, but
I mean, yeah, but
the point is, I don't know, man. Because, for example, Sony fired back in this other article I linked to you here. Which was pretty. So let's see what Sony says. Sony responds to Xbox Activision deal. We expect multi-platform games due to contractual agreement. So Sony's kind of just like, okay, cool. We have contracts. They can't take COD away from us, type of thing, right?
Right.
And then Uncle Phil hopped on the Twitter, my boy. I also linked that to you.
I saw it.
Phil Spencer says, had good calls this week with leaders at Sony. I confirmed our intent to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision-Blizzard and our desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony is an important part of our industry and we value our relationship.
Well, think about it. They would be dumb to take something away from a.
They wouldn't though, because how me and a lot of other people in the community are reading this, Eric, is read that a few times, my guy. Our intent to honor all existing agreements. Same deal as Bethesda. Anything currently in development, and our desire. That means they want to, but that it's not 100%. He would have come out and said, "We are keeping Call of Duty on PlayStation."
That's true.
He said existing agreements and a desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Who's to say his move isn't, yeah, you can have Call of Duty on PlayStation. All you got to do is let us put Game Pass on PlayStation.
Oh, that's a good point.
Boom. Or think about it the other way. PlayStation gamers who all they buy once a year is the new COD, they can't get it there anymore. Game Pass is pretty cheap. You can get a Series S for $200.
I guess so. If you're only playing COD
within the next couple of years, or even now, actually, it's already out. It's not the best, but it's already out. You don't even need a console. You can just stream that shit on xCloud through Game Pass. So who's to say they're not gonna hop over and hop any device that they can get Game Pass on and start playing COD on Game Pass? And at that point, Microsoft wins, because remember, we've talked about this for years now. Microsoft doesn't really care about console sales and console numbers. They care about subscription numbers for Game Pass. So yeah, man. I don't know. I think Phil Spencer's tweet was a little more loaded than what you initially reacted to with the whole, they'd be dumb to take it off. I don't think they would. I think it'd be a power move.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know, dude. Like, you gotta think about like the typical like person that is playing like Call of Duty, you know? Like someone that's just playing Call of Duty is like, if that's all they're playing, they're not gonna go out and just like buy a whole other console right out the bat. Like think of all like the parents are like, you know, like I already bought you this PlayStation. What am I gonna I'm not gonna buy you another, you know?
That's the thing though, Eric. Like someone's going to.
No, yeah, I mean,
A few
plenty of
people are,
people will, yeah.
if you know, a few people are going to at first, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Fuck, I can't play with my friends. My friends are still playing COD. I can't play COD.
I
I
guess
need to
that's
go play
true.
with my friends."
I guess that's true.
And it's not gonna be like an immediate like, oh, suddenly fucking PlayStation's a ghost town. But maybe over time, if they keep acquiring studios and keep, you know, kind of forcing people's hand into Game Pass, over time, there could be a shift there.
That's true. That's true. So I don't know, man. The thing is, like, at one point, I feel like Microsoft is really trying to become this crazy monopoly.
That's the third thing that's been talked about this week is like, how good is this for gaming as a whole right now if they keep kind of Pac-Manning this
Yeah, like if they keep doing this, eventually what's gonna be available on Switch? What's gonna be available on PlayStation? Oh, well, Nintendo will have always like their
shit? I'm
proprietary stuff.
telling you, bro. I'm telling you. As sneaky and as weird as it sounds, and like as much as we don't think it's ever gonna happen, the move that they're going for is, yeah, of course you can have these games on your platform. Just gotta let us put Game Pass on
it. That's so slimy.
But it's working.
That's so fucking slimy, dude.
But bro, like you gotta admit though, like
it's genius.
No, it's genius. And Microsoft, like Xbox, has been fucking clawing their way up from the bottom since they fucking began. They need something to establish like dominance for once in this fucking industry. Yeah, they had a decent moment with the 360, but we all know how that went with the red rings and all that at first. So like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I think this is the kind of thing that they have to do in order to like capitalize. You know what I mean?
that's true. That's true. I can see that.
I think it's super fucking fascinating to see, man. Like, I think it sucks. Like, luckily they haven't acquired anyone that I like super fucking care about. But like, if say they were to pull up and say like, "Hey, we own Square now," like I would be like, "Huh? Ruh-roh."
Yeah.
You know, but man, this was some fucking news, bro.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Any final thoughts?
I'm hoping that in the future it doesn't become this like crazy monopoly, because that's what I'm scared of. Like legit, that's what I'm scared of. Like this crazy, like Microsoft owns everything, so now you can't play like what you want.
It's either Microsoft or Disney.
Exactly. Like I don't want that. I also don't know how legal that is.
Well, no, I mean there's antitrust and anti-monopoly shit in place since like the fucking 18 fucking 40s and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but that's what it feels like. That's what they're trying to do. You know what I mean?
I know.
So like at what point with gaming like getting so popular nowadays, and especially with all the metaverse stuff and all that, like a whole other shit coming out in the future, like at what point do we have like fucking regulators come in and be like, whoa, slow your roll? Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess we'll see.
$68.7 billion.
I guess we'll see how it all pans out.
You know, Nintendo's total market value or something like that I read is like 60 billion. So Microsoft spent a Nintendo on Activision-Blizzard.
I honestly don't think Activision was worth that much, though.
It wasn't. If you look at like what their total of their shares were worth at the current price that they were trading, I mean, Microsoft hella overpaid.
Yeah.
So I don't know what kind of wheels and deals went on behind the scenes.
I mean, well, if you think about it, some of these 3 of the games on here are mostly played on PC,
and one of them is exclusively played on mobile.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Call of Duty is the big one. Obviously.
Call of Duty is that's a big hit.
Could also, but we can look at the brighter side though. It could mean, revivals of studios like Vicarious Visions who got absorbed. They could put them on a new Tony Hawk, or they could have Toys for Bob make a new Spyro finally, like the one that got canceled.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So hopefully in a couple of years we'll see how Microsoft tries to right that ship. But that's pretty much going to do it for us here on the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for listening. If you made it this far, you are a true corporate destructor, and we will bring down the robot overlords, I can guarantee you they're already working on.
Oh, definitely.
Fucking corpos. If you want to find me on the internet and talk conspiracy theories, you can find me at Knife Life OSC. Please don't hit me up about conspiracy theories. I don't know why I said that.
Do it, people.
Knife Life OSC. Follow me on Twitch at Knife Life OSC. Didn't stream this week because I've been having a weird anxiety issue. But
what was that? Just
that thing I threw was a vapor rub pad.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, follow me there on Twitch. I'll be getting back into some Tales soon, I promise. Might hop into that Horizon DLC out there.
Oh, I didn't mention it at the beginning of the podcast, but I did play Tales too.
There you go. I actually took a break from Tales because I'm really committed to playing that on stream currently. So.
I see.
Well, yeah. If you want to find Eric on the internet.
If you want to find me on the internet and talk about how we overthrow everyone, if you want to find me on the internet and you want to talk about stuff, you can find me as Erky Plays everywhere.
If you want to find us together at the Podboyz Advanced Twitter, damn it, they got me to it. Transfers through nanotechnology across fucking internet calls. We're all fucked. You can find us at the Podboyz Advanced Twitter to discuss how we're all doomed. Podboyz Advanced. Check out my other podcast, 8 Hour Chat. Always a good time over there with my bud Shan. Join the Discord and submit a question to be featured in an episode. But other than that, that's going to do it for us here this week. Until next time, my name is Oscar.
And my name is Eric.
And we have been the Podboyz Advanced. We will see you guys next time, I hope.
Adios, turd nuggets.
Don't eat the umbat pie.
It's made of apples.